Hello. So I'm going to speak today about spatial intelligence. Spatial intelligence is nothing but how a person observes and graphs or even visualizes 3 dimensions, 2 dimensions, and 4 dimensions. So there are 3 types of abilities a person can have, which is spatial ability, numerical ability, and verbal ability. So when a person or a child can perceive graphs, can visualize which is not present, can understand on their own how the things are in 3 dimensions, they have spatial ability, which is a sign of spatial intelligence. So tools such as graphs, diagrams, maps are spatial tools which are used to assess the dimensions a person can perceive and imagine. So they are a part of human reasoning. When teachers perceive few students who have low spatial ability, who can understand graphs, maps, and diagrams a little less faster than other children, or who cannot even comprehend than other children, have low spatial intelligence. They might be intelligent in emotional, they might be intelligent in numerical or even verbal abilities. It is one of the dimensions of human reasoning. Navigation is one of the most important tool which a human can understand, which is a part of spatial thinking. How the maps are drawn, how the person goes here and there and remembers the same route, how he imagines. It is in relation to the 2 dimensional and 3 dimensional reality. So in physics, when there are few sums and when children are not able to understand that, they might lack a little spatial ability, but they might have numerical ability. Sometimes we construct environments around us in our brains. We map everything around and then we go with it. When we are thinking about a destination, for example, we map it out how to go and then we go. It develops in adult stage through repetitive experience, but not in childhood, because it takes some time to acquire the skill. Spatial ability can be acquired with practice, but it takes a little time longer for few children than the rest. There are few spatial reasoning tests such as paper folding test, and Vandenberg mental rotation tests. Here the person is asked to fold the paper, for example in origami, which is a Japanese technique where you imagine and when you create it. So here when it comes to spatial ability, first strategy is to make your own imagination, make it in your mind, run multiple simulations, and then put it into outcome. And the second strategy is when you see someone doing it and you see the strategy, how to do it, and you create the same way. The person who has visuals more better than others is called a spatial visualization, where it is a dominant factor of spatial ability. So there are different models which are used to assess this, which can be 2-dimensional or even 3-dimensional, depending upon the ability of the child or an adolescent or an adult. So the spatial ability is to comprehend, understand, and to create it in front of you using the dimensions. It might be four-dimensional as well, but how you put it into use, how you understand it, and how quickly you can reason with it is mostly seen and assessed. To increase the spatial ability, partial information is given to children to see how much they can vision it, how much they can understand it, and how much they can put it into outcome. So when a person can understand little better maps, drawings, and graphs, they have better spatial ability than the others, which can be used in 3 dimensions and 2 dimensions, which can be replicated in different dimensions, who can understand different dimensional realities. This is one of the STEM abilities of an individual. Understanding these processes and outcomes help in academic success and also personal development. I hope you understood this concept. Stay tuned in for more videos.